Guys, what's up? I have my headset in right now. I don't know if you hear me better, but I am at the garage, as you can tell. I hope everyone is good. Today, it's about the taco. So what we're going to do is we got some things to install. So I want to show you guys what I have for the taco. Okay. We have new speakers. These are 6x9s kickers. The model number is CSCS693. 6x9s for the front, 6.5s for the rear. We have the adapters for the speakers. I don't know why they sent me two of the same thing. I think that went in the cart by accident. I have Dynamat for the front speakers. I thought I ordered two of these, but I only ordered one, so it comes with two sheets. So I'll just do the front two speakers. I have my adapters. They sent me an extra one also. So these two are the same. So I believe this one's for the front, this is for the rear. And I have my Subaru tweeter kit. Now these are some tools that I have. I have my drill. I have my 10 millimeter because I believe the front tweeters are held in by 10 millimeters. I have some plastic pry tools so I don't mess up the trims and stuff. And I need a screwdriver. So the other thing that I know you're going to need is tape. So let's see, what kind of tape do I have? Perfect, actually. No, I don't need electric tape. Everything is plug and play. But you need to tape up. Yeah, we'll go with this tape. You'll know what I'm using the tape for when I get to it. So let's get started with unboxing everything. And we're going to put the speakers on the adapters. Alright, I actually had to put the heater on because it's freezing in here. Since I'm doing all of this, so let me show you guys. This is the back of the speaker. You can see it's about a little smaller than a fist. This is the front. These actually look really, really nice. Very, very nice. Here's your two connectors. There. So, this comes with a cover. You don't need the cover. This is a genuine Subaru part. Supposedly, they plug and play. So we will see how well they actually plug and play. Apparently Subaru makes a better speaker than the ones that Toyota came with. Okay. So, why did I get kicker? Because the speakers, the tweeters, see the K? Is kicker. So, these look like they just plug right in there. So we'll find that out when I actually do it. Okay. Now, they're both the exact same thing. And the connector faces the exact same way, so it doesn't really matter which side is which. Those in the back here. Okay. So let's take these out. Again, these are 6.5. These are for the rear. Oh, let me show you guys. This one is CSC67. I will leave in the comments links to these speakers if you want to do them. Comes with a speaker cover that you don't need. And this is the speaker. This is the back. Connectors. Alright, so let's get to installing them on the adapters. Let's start with the front first. Okay, so looks like, let me show you how these look here. There's an opening up here, so you have to make sure this is at the top because this is where the wires go through. And it's going to sit with the flat piece, right, the back of it, against the door panel, or against the door, and the speaker sits right here. So it doesn't matter which side you use. Because the connector is going to go the same way anyways. Okay. So these would sit just like this. Now they sit a little awkward. So it's hard to get these lined up. Yeah, they're going to sit a little weird. So, let's see the screws. Now the adapters did not come with screws, so we have to see if these will work on here. Yeah, okay. So you want to start with just getting them in. Okay. So what you want to do is kind of like by hand line up the screws in there. So let's see that one. And you got to do it by hand because if you need to move them, you can adjust it. See, like this one's going to need to go at an angle. That one's going to need to go at an angle. So it's really, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Okay. So as you can see here, if I line up this hole, then this hole here barely lines up. I have this one there, and then I have this one here. So you have to try to line them up with your hands first. Okay. And then when you do that, now you don't have to worry about the screw going in through anything because, where is it? There it is. So the screw's just going to go straight down. You don't have to worry about it hitting anything. So let me try to get this lined up and then I'll show you. Okay, so the screws are in. And I'll show you the back. They don't go through anything. I used the drill until I got right towards the end, and then I used the screwdriver and tightened it up. So these are not going to go anywhere. Very good. Let's plug in the connectors so we can leave the connector out here. So let's open this up. Okay, these are the connectors. I believe the white's for the front. That is this part number. And you can tell because this is a lot bigger than these little ones. Now when you order these from Crutchfield, they actually supply you with this for free, the adapters, and the wire adapters for free also. So let's plug this in. This is simple. You go through the hole there, put one through, put the other side through, fish it through, turn the speaker over, and then all you gotta do is just plug them in. So you'll see that there's a big one and a small one, big one, small one. So the small one goes to the small one. Trying to do this with one hand here so you can see. Right in there. And then the big one goes right in there. Good. Okay. So you're going to need the tape to tape this because there's so much play. So let's do the next one. You just got to repeat it on this one. All right, guys. So with this adapter for these 6.5s, all of these prongs here need to be broken off for this to sit flush. So I'll show you here. When you do that, you have a gap because it doesn't sit flush. So you have to make sure you cut these. I'm going to figure out how to cut them and then I'll tell you. Alright, so I pried all of them off. Sit this on. And then line up the holes. And then you can see they line up pretty well. So let me show you how I took care of this. So actually, let me set up the camera here. All right. You just take pliers. Now this you can just cut. All right. So you just take the pliers, put it in there like that, and then snap it off. And then snap it off. Now, wear glasses. Now with this one, the big one, so she said, I just went like this, grabbed it, and it just popped right off. So, again, take this one here, right up to the edge, pry it, pop right off. I can try this, let's see. Yeah, same thing. Let's go here, pry it right off. And there we go. Guys, so I ran into a little situation where the connectors wouldn't fit through the opening here. So I had to open up the opening here just a little bit. So my suggestion is you guys do that prior to installing the speaker. What I did was I took a 3/8 drill bit and just went very slowly into that opening so I can get the bigger adapter through. So I'm just going to plug this in. I want to show you the speakers, so I put those screws there. Now the difference is, if you look at the speaker, you'll see that this is an enclosed opening, this is an open opening. So I went for the enclosed ones, and they went right through. So it was a little tricky. If I had to do it again, I probably would have just went with these, which I still have to do that speaker, so we'll see. If it works out twice that way, then fine. But you have to open up the opening here just a little bit. I like to show these things in real time, so I made a mistake myself, right? I put the speaker even, so that way it's sitting correctly. but in the back, the wires don't reach. So you actually have to turn the speaker upside down. I don't believe it's going to make a difference with how the tweeter on the speaker itself works. I'm sorry, not the tweeter. I'm not sure what this is called, but I don't know if it's going to make a difference with that. I don't think so, but I have to turn the whole thing around, which sucks because now I have to unscrew these again. So don't make that mistake. All right, guys, speakers are all set. Now let's go out to the truck, and we're going to install these first, and I got to take those. All right, guys, so first thing you want to do is remove your negative battery terminal. Reason being is, as a mechanic, when I was a mechanic for Acura, I've seen airbags deploy because somebody decided to do something without removing or disconnecting the battery. Now, why are we disconnecting the battery? So I'll show you. In order to get this off, you have to take this panel off and that panel off, and that's where the airbags are. So we're going to do this together. I have not done this yet. I put a piece of tape here, and I put tape here so these pry tools don't scratch the panel. Let me switch hands. So you're just going to get right in here with the pry tool and just give it a little wiggle, and then a little clip slides in, boop boop, that's it. And you'll see that 10 millimeter. You're gonna take, I ended up getting my little stubby, love this thing, go there, take that right off. That's it. I think this is a washer, yes. So remember, the washer goes this way. Put this to the side. And then here, you can just use your hand. It literally slides right out. Wow, there wasn't even like clipped. It just slid right out. Okay. Now, this is just held by clips. So let's take the pry tool again. Let's go in at an angle. Push up, push up, push up. See those little red clips? Push up with your hand, and then this comes right out. Then you're left with those two screws. Let's see if I can set the camera up so you can see how I do this. Well, it's going to be a little difficult, so let's take my little wrench, and you don't want to lose these screws at all. That's a tight fit. Now that one there is going to be a difficult one. Yep, so you're going to have to use a smaller wrench for that. A gear wrench. I'll show you. Let me go grab one. Okay, so you just need to get this angle 10. Probably better to show you from this angle here. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, you just get there. Just go like that. I already loosened it. And then just take it out by hand. Okay. Let's take this. As you can see here, little tweeter. We're going to turn it sideways. Let's see if I can extend this here. And there's a little push clip on one of those ends. So I believe it's right here. So let me disconnect this because I can't do this holding the camera at the same time. Okay, so actually the push clip is closer, so you don't have to turn it around. It's actually facing you. It's that little push right here. Let's see if I can show you. Push in here, with your nail and it'll come right out. So let's install the new one. Alright guys, I want to show you. So you see, this is the old one. I didn't push down on this. This was like this already. Mind you, this is a brand new truck. This is the back. This is the back. The plug. And the plug. So they are pretty much the same exact thing. And the other one plugged right in. So, and this is lighter. Weight reduction. More gas mileage. Alright, so the other one is in there. I'm going to put the screws back. I'm not going to put this panel back yet. Because I want to do that one, put the battery in, and make sure that it works. And then I'll put the plastics back on. Alright, so let's get this little pry tool in here. Be careful with this one because I heard these break. So let's see. Let's get in there. Just slide it in, wiggle it. There we go. And this one, same thing. Let's see if I can get this one. That's exactly why I put the little... Just don't force it, just give it a little wiggle and it'll come out. There you go. And you can get to those two screws. You know the deal. Just undo those two screws, pull the panel out, pop this off just like the last one. Alright guys, so the speakers work really well. I'm going to put all of this back together. I started to take this door panel off. I want to get this one off first to understand how I take it off, and then I'll record taking that door panel off. All right. So, pop this off. Okay. This little push clip. Here, pop right out. Take that out. Lift up. Okay. This one pops out. This one pops right out. Pry the door. Got a little one down here that needs to come out. Put that back on the door panel. Look at the difference. I mean, really, that's going to be a significant difference regardless. Okay. Now, Dynamat. Clean this. Down inside. This one. Okay. New speaker. Alright guys, we are almost done. Gotta do these two back doors. I'm only gonna do this one. I'm assuming it's the same way. So we're gonna do it together and then I'm gonna see how it all sounds. So so you can see, you just pry that off, little push clip. Good. Pry this back, so the clip pops out. Then you want to make sure you push the clip back up so it sticks up. Okay. Same concept. Pop this back. Take that out. And then up here, same thing. Pry that up. Disconnect the connector. That's it. Okay, screws. And then start prying. Okay. Up. Same thing, pop out, up and up. Okay. So I have a few here that need to come back out. We'll go back on the door. So get yourself one of these little tools. I don't remember where I got it from, but it helps get in here, squeeze them, pop them out, put them back on the door panel. And that's all I see. Alright, let's take these out. Unplug your little plug. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Speaker comes out. Look at that. Tiny. There we go. Very light, a little heavy. I'm not dynomatting this door, so just put this right back on. Plug the connector. Line up the holes. These actually line up really well compared to the other ones. I'm gonna make sure that the speaker works. Taped up right here. This slides in, no problem. Okay, speaker works. Door panel back in. clip. Good. Screw. Screw. Good. Put this back in here. Here it clip. Put this one back in. Here it clip. And then final piece. Something broke. Oh, that one broke off. Oh, little circle piece that goes in here broke off. That's gonna rattle. I'm gonna have to order a new one of those. So I want to show you guys something, a situation I ran into. So when I thought I broke the other clips, it's not that. So you see these little white clips, right? Some of them were sitting in here when I popped it off. So when I put the door panel back on, I popped this in, all the clips fell in the door panel. So before you put this on, take those little white clips out and put them back on this piece. So I was able to get all of them, but I had to take the speaker out because you have this plastic, right, which I peeled back, but then you have this other piece of plastic here, and I couldn't get in there, so I had to take the door off, take the speaker off, reach my hand, and they were sitting all the way down here. And there's nothing here to get that out. So you just take these little clips, you squeeze them from those two ends there, squeeze them and pop them out, and then they pop back in on this piece. So you just want to be sure that you take these out prior to putting it back. Guys, we're all done. Overall, I would give this install a 10 out of 10. Meaning, like, very easy. Once you get one door panel, you can understand the rest of them. The tweeters, very simple, very easy. When you put the plastic back for the tweeters, make sure you put it back right. So mine is a little gapped up there, which means I didn't put it back right. I don't care, it's not really that noticeable. But if it starts making noise, I'll just take the panel back off again. I don't want to do it now because it's starting to get colder. So it took me about an hour and a half to really do everything. In total, it took me 3 hours because I stopped, record, grab the camera, move the camera. But all in all, it really only should have took me an hour and a half if I wasn't recording. Like a half hour for putting the speakers together with the brackets, and then like an hour to just do all the doors. The tweeters is probably what takes the longest more than anything. So I hope this video really helped. I love the way the system sounds right now. Huge difference. And that is one thing that this car is lacking, is sound. So huge difference. I would say I don't have to put the volume up as high as I did to really listen to the sound that I want. Other than that, I'm really happy with the way things came out. So I'm gonna drive around more, get used to the feel, see if I need to adjust things like that, like treble and bass and all the hella good stuff. So I hope this video helped you guys out. I'll leave a link for all the parts. I ordered them all from Crutchfield. It came within like 3-4 days. The Subaru tweeters I ordered on Amazon. So anyways, guys, stay positive, stay humble. I hope this helped. I out of my quarantine, if you guys didn't know in my last video, I came down with COVID. I don't wish that on my worst enemy. It was horrible. It's still horrible. I still have lingering effects. But I'll say that for another video. Anyways, guys, stay positive, stay humble. Remember, we only have good days. Peace.